Hey friends, how's it going? Let's see. Yeah, we're good. Happy 8 p.m. here in California, and happy it's Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here as always. Isaac, you're always late. What's going on, man? Why are you always late every single time, Isaac? Thanks for being here. What's up, Knuckles? You don't know me. Hey, Richard, how are you? I still don't have Wi-Fi, but I'm using my data, so I have a good one. I won't be on the live stream, but I have amazing live stream and so many new peps. Hi, new peps. What's up? What's up, Dr. Isaac? Good to see you as well, fellow colleague, fellow doctor. Sarah says, "Hi, Richard. I'm struggling with an issue. I'd like to ask you a question." Sarah, if you'd like to ask me a question, feel free to. You can ask me a question here on this live stream or DM me also, whatever you prefer. Okay. Let's see. Yes. So we got a live stream. Oh goodness gracious, what to talk about? That's a great question. Let's see. Not too much. How's everyone doing? Let me know how you're doing. Yeah. So I could use your support today. I mean, today is just going to be a very another one of those chill live streams. Yeah. I mean, I wish I had something to talk about, but what is there to talk about? Melanie Lopez, good to see you on. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, like, do I keep repeating the same topics over and over again? Like when I think about just life, I'm always thinking about life. I'm always thinking about how do we create joy and happiness and all that stuff. And that's kind of where my mind always goes to. You know, that's kind of what I do. I always focus on how do we just be more happy. So yeah, that's kind of where my mind is. Where's your mind? One thing I find fascinating is how we all have our own kind of, I guess, our own little story that we play in our heads. And, you know, we all have a different life. We all have a different perspective. We all look at the world in a different way. And that's, I guess you could say it's beautiful. We all go through different challenges. So, yeah. I'm going to look at your comments, Sarah. Sarah says, so I'm close friends with this girl, and she told me she was going to bring her vape pen to school tomorrow. She really wants me to vape, but I'm not sure that it's okay. Thoughts? Sarah, let's see. This is a kind of a tricky situation for me to answer for you, Sarah. Like Sarah, so there's several things. This is a great question. There's several things you need to look at when you're encountering this situation. Okay. I'm not here to make decisions for you. I have my own opinion, but I don't want to make decisions for you, if that makes sense. So you need to ask yourself, first of all, well okay, you're asking me, you're saying, I'm not sure if it's okay to vape. Okay. Now, I don't want to give you the answer because you need to determine for yourself, is it okay for you to vape? Okay. So that's question number one. And I think, you know, I feel it. I get it. As someone who doesn't really smoke, vape, any of that kind of stuff myself, like if someone's, especially in high school, someone's like, hey, I'm going to bring my vape pen. You want to vape? I'd just be like, what do I do? So you need to determine for yourself, is that okay for you? Okay. By the way, I am not encouraging vaping in any sense. This is more about decision making. Okay. So you need to determine if whatever said activity is okay with you. And then second thing is like kind of like making your own decision of what you want to do. Okay. Now, I mean, you know, okay, so that's kind of the more making a good life decision conversation. And then just in general, you know, I'm not here to tell people what to do, but what I would say is I personally, you know, if I were in your position, I would do my best to stay away from any kind of, you know, whatever it is, vaping, smoking, whatever it is, possibly drinking at a young age. I don't know. Point is, like, if you know something is physically going to harm you, whatever over time, or you know, it's a little bit of a sticky situation, is it really worth getting into? You know, so that's anyway. You got to make those decisions. But yes, this reminds me of a story. Oh my goodness. So growing up, I mean, I used to always be, I don't know, I'm very, whatever you want to say, straight edge. Um, like growing up, I never drank, never smoked, never did any of this kind of stuff. And I remember my freshman year in college, some of my hallmates went out to go, or one of my hallmates smokes, and we're all friends. So uh, that one hallmate was just like, "Hey, you guys want to go smoke?" And then all the other, all my friends were, I guess you could say they're innocent, like none of them really smoke or do anything like that. And all my friends, like practically all my friends, went down to go smoke, and I'm just like, what? You know. Now looking back, I'm not here to judge, but I just remember in that moment, I got so mad. I got so mad. I'm not saying this is the right thing to do, but I got so mad that everyone just kind of so easily bought into smoking. Now, again, everyone gets to make their own decisions. For me, I think that was the only one who did not choose to smoke, because I'm just like, I'm not going to get into that. Now, granted, everyone gets to make their own life decisions, and just because you try it once doesn't mean that you're going to get addicted to it. But my personal decision is like, I don't even want to get into that space, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is getting really deep into this conversation, but hopefully that was supportive, Sarah. Yeah, so you got to determine for yourself, what are your boundaries, and what do you stand for. And I don't know, for me it's like, for me, I think you gotta stick up for your own, I don't know how to say it, principles, your own code of your own code of ethics, whatever that is to you, and you got to stand up for it. So if something feels wrong to you, I believe you got to stand up for it. And it's we all make a lot of these personal decisions in our lives. So yes, let me know if you have more questions around it. Okay. Yeah. John, good to see you on. Knuckle says, what is there to talk about? How about we talk about how awesome this Monday was? I like that. How awesome was this Monday? Yeah. I don't know. I find it very interesting that I don't know, in your life, school is a thing. Yeah, which is cool, and once upon a time I used to go to school, but not anymore. And you know, yeah, it's nice. Let's see. Matthew, good to see you from Westboro. Awesome. Isaiah, good to see you as well. Let's see. Isaiah says, vaping is not a good decision. My friend got suspended for 5 days. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot. Sorry. I wasn't really thinking, or I didn't really think about the idea that vaping is not allowed on campus. Let's see. Sorry. I feel so out of the loop. Like, you're not even allowed to bring a vape pen to school, right? Like, yeah, I know you're not supposed to vape at school, but are you allowed to bring it to school? I'm guessing you're not allowed to, or whatever. Knuckles says, I'm animating while watching this live stream. Awesome, Knuckles. Good stuff. Sarah says, the thing is that I kind of want to, but I know that's not healthy, and I'm just not sure. Also, I want to let you know that you are worthy and you are important. Make sure you know that. Life can be hard, but I'm so proud of all of you making it this far. Thank you, Sarah. And that goes out to everyone. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to promote anything that is, that you should not be doing. So, yeah. But I think really what this conversation is for me is, it's again, it's about life decisions, and what do you do when there is that peer pressure, and honestly, I think it's not about, I would take a step back, and instead of buying into someone's peer pressure, make a decision for yourself, ask yourself, do you want to do this? And then of course you want to go through the self process, like ignore if other people peer pressuring you to do something, like step away from that, and then you got to make your own decision. And then from your own decision, you also got to make sure it's like, is this really what I want to do? So that's all. Life decision making. Good stuff. Justin, good to see you on. You got a life question? Fire away, man, if you choose to. Giacomo 3011 says, I'm the kid from Sequoia Middle School. I finally reached 50 subscribers. Woo! Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, I know how hard it is to get those first few subscribers. Like it takes a lot of work. So yeah, good job. That's awesome. Isaac says, I've tried it because all the Asians in my school have some. Nice. Sarah says, by the way, did I tell you that the school counselor found out that I used cut? No, you did not tell me that. Yeah. Anything happen? Yeah. Knuckles says, I don't post any animations yet, but when I'm finished, I'll definitely post them. Awesome, Knuckles. Sarah says, I had to tell my parents and show them my old scars. I was not aware that your parents didn't know. Yeah. I always thought that they knew about that. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to put myself in all of your positions right now. Like, what is life like for you? And when I say you, I mean like each one of you. So like Sarah, what's life for you? Isaac, what's life for you? Knuckles, what's life like for you? Justin, what's life like for you right now? Isaiah, what's life like for you right now? John, what's life like for you? Juan, Melanie, like everyone, you don't know me, all of you. I don't know how like we all, again, I'm just so fascinated with the idea that we all live in our own little worlds and perspectives. Like here I am. Today I would say I had a good day. My life is very peaceful, thankfully. And in this season of my life is very peaceful. There are other seasons that get really, really chaotic. And it's weird just knowing that we all have our own seasons. We all have different challenges that we go through, like I mentioned before. And yeah, it's, again, I think the hardships in our life really make the good times better. I don't think I would appreciate my peace that I'm having right now if I didn't have so much chaos previously in my life. And yeah, for that, that's how I know I'm very grateful for this moment right now. Just, yeah. I mean, even if things aren't going well, I'm still grateful because there's still so much that we have when life is not going the way that we want. Whether that's dealing with family problems or school problems, or we don't like school, or we're getting rejected by friends or our crushes, or whatever's going on. Like I don't know, there's always things to be grateful for. And I don't just mean that as a cliche. It's like I don't know, maybe, I don't know if I'm just overly I think I'm probably more optimistic, like on the optimistic side. I don't know if we were to put me on a scale, but I'm pretty sure I'm like at least top 10 most optimistic people type of thing. But I don't know. I guess it's a good trait internally, at least. At least I see positives. But I think sometimes it can get really annoying with other people. Like, okay, all right, Richard, chill out. Life isn't that great. I don't know. Life is what you make of it. Goodness. One thing I wish I could do right now is put myself back in my high school perspective, just so I could feel and see what you all are going through in this moment. Sure, yes, I've gone through a lot back then, but like now that's kind of like my past life, things that have happened way before. It's like, it's hard to, like, unless I remember a certain story, it's hard to put myself back in those in that exact moment with all my feelings, because it's like, I don't know, we're very complex emotional creatures that we're so deep in the way that we think. So I find it very challenging to fully go back to that moment unless I like meditate and like really, really focus in on a certain moment. Yeah. But you know what? That's also probably a blessing too. I think the fact that I'm, I guess in a way, happy and in this peaceful zone right now means I'm being present in this moment versus focusing on the past. because the past is the past. Like we can't change the past. Sure, the past makes us who we are, and we also got to create who we want to be today. So, yeah, I'm grateful, happy in this moment. Yeah, let me know how you are. Is there anything that you want to improve in your life? Is there anything you're looking forward to, I don't know, changing and bettering about your situation that you're in right now, whatever challenges that you're going through? Yeah, let me know. Sarah says, yeah, I read, I cried in German class afterwards. I had to set boundaries between me and my boyfriend because I really like him, but we're young and I don't want to do anything stupid. Yeah. Good stuff. Boundaries. I mean, boundaries are good. And Sarah, that's responsible of you to set boundaries. That's good. And Sarah, I don't know how you feel right now. I hope you're doing okay. Let me know how you are. So let me ask you a question, Sarah. How are you doing right now? With all this stuff going on, with your counselor and your parents finding out about what you're doing, and maybe having to set these boundaries with your boyfriend. How are you feeling right now? I just want to let you know from my perspective that you crying in German class afterwards, and however you're feeling, really, I hope that you just you accept it and you feel okay with everything that's happened. Sometimes things are tough, but really, I don't know, like everything is really okay. Like sometimes we feel like things suck, or these big things happen, but like everything's really okay. Everything will be okay. So if life seems chaotic to you, just know that life will be okay. Yeah, things will get better. Justin says, as of yesterday, it was exactly a year ago, my good friend passed away from a quadding accident. Oof. This really upset me, and I haven't been fully over it because he had a lot of he had a lot left in the tank and was a very happy person. Was very, very funny. What's your advice in upsetting passings? Justin, first of all, I can't say I've had someone super, super, super close with me who have passed away. I've had family members who have passed away, but like no one that has really triggered me in that way. So it's hard for me to speak from a personal example like that. I mean, the best I can give you, well, first of all, condolences to you. And, that sounds really, really challenging. And from my gathering of hearing other friends who had super, super close friends pass away, I have a friend of mine who not just his best friend passed away, but literally 1 or 2 months after that, his other best friend passed away too. I shared this story like months ago probably, but what he did to channel his emotions and everything was, instead of just feeling that resentment and depression and stuff like that, he decided to dedicate his life to make it matter, to make it count. So instead of, he used to blame himself for the deaths of his friends, even though he didn't cause it, because he was the only survivor of the 3 best friends. Yeah, two freak accidents that happened. One was a car accident, and then 1 or 2 months later, it was a biking accident. So anyway, my almost like casual recommendation of any sort, because I haven't been in that exact position, is one, I think try to find something that's productive, constructive. Like, how do we honor your friend's life, and how do we what would he want us to do if he were here? So if he wants us to be more free, be more free for him. If you feel like I don't know, making a difference in someone's life by making them feel better is something that he'd want you to do, then do that. Last thing I would say is, I don't know if this helps, but try to celebrate his life. Instead of focusing on a loss, focus on celebrating everything that he was, and the amazing contribution that he is. And one thing that I've always thought about is, like, when someone passes away, they don't truly, physically they might be gone, but I think they're kind of like the legacy and who they are always carries on. So I guess in a way, I try to see as they're always here, even though physically they may not be. Anyway, I can't imagine how challenging that might be. Must be. Lastly, I know I said lastly already, but lastly, I would say, it doesn't hurt to. I know my brother-in-law had his dad pass away very recently, and he said like he read some books on grieving and just going through how to like deal with that whole process, stuff like that. So maybe watch videos or read about just learn more about how do you deal with these situations. Yeah. Isaiah says, "How was my day?" My day was it was nice. It was chill. So I enjoyed today. Thank you for asking. How's your day, Isaiah? Knuckle says, "Don't think about bad thoughts. Think about puppies, kittens, ice cream, cake." Isaac says, "I'm getting transferred to homeschool because my anxiety gets really bad in school." Huh. How do you feel, Isaac? How do you feel about that? If you don't mind me asking, how do you feel about homeschool, and who would homeschool you if that's the case? Yeah, that's a pretty big change. And yeah, how do you feel about that? I'd like to know. Uh, let's see. Knuckle says, "My life. All that's going on is my life is social anxiety, passing classes, animating, and trying to the get the girl I like." Nice. Sounds pretty classic. Yeah. You know, well, what I have to say is that I think some of you get this already, or many of you, but I don't know. In a way, like honor the life that you have right now in this moment. It's life is life is precious in a lot of different ways, but like I'm just looking. I'm hanging out with all of you, and I realize most of you are in middle school / high school. And you only live through middle school, high school once. So I don't know. It's precious. It's like you only go through the challenges that you have once, like in this way. You're only going to meet a sixth grader once, or seventh grader, eighth grader once, a ninth grader, 10th, 11th, 12th. Doesn't matter, whatever grade you're in. You're only going to go through that experience once. So just embrace, the struggles that you have, whether you're dealing with social anxiety, trying to pass classes, or maybe you're just animating, or trying to get the girl that you like. Whatever it is, just embrace every single positive and, I guess in a way, negative, if you want to call it that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You're going to look back at your life and just kind of laugh at it. And I don't know, just reflect on it and be just like, wow, it's funny that I went through that. It's funny that I used to stress out so much about school, or get super nervous when I was in front of a girl, or, I used to feel so sad because of this. Yeah. You're going to improve yourself. You're going to grow. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like life will get better. And of course, life will get better when you choose to take action too. Life doesn't just get better by itself. You got to put in the work for it to get better. Yeah. So Isaac says, "Would you rather do band or leadership?" If you're asking me, leadership. That's definitely me. Yeah. I mean, band. So, I mean, when I was in high school, I was massively involved with leadership and not involved with band. I did orchestra in the 4th and 5th grade, but besides that, yeah, I mean, leadership was something I always did since freshman year of high school all the way till I graduated from university, and then I guess in a way, kind of beyond too. Justin says he was driving one. He had a dog in one hand and another hand on the wheel, and he didn't wear a helmet. He hit a log and did a flip, and all that weight from the quad and his body weight crashed. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. That is very sad indeed. That's hard to hear. Sarah says, "I'm not the best, but I remind myself that I have amazing people in my life and I've made it through everything so far. Everyone is beautiful and so unique, so I must be in some way. So even though I'm not the best, I know I'll get through this tough patch in my life." Sarah, I appreciate your positivity, and you're so right. And I appreciate your maturity in many ways as well, Sarah. You have a great heart, you have a great mind, And I agree with you. You often say a lot of these positive comments. I wish I could hug you. You're amazing. You're all these things to other people, and you get this, but just another reminder that we all get to remind ourselves whatever you say to other people is what you get to say to yourself as well. And Sarah, I do hope that you continue finding the greatness within you, because you are more than great. Okay. Isaiah says, me and the girl I like are closer than we were before. Awesome. Great to hear. I have a win or a go home kickball game tomorrow. Good luck. Have fun with that. That's exciting. Let's see. Justin, you're welcome, and you to man too. Isaiah says, my day is good because I am closer with the girl I like now, and we are close friends. So my day is great. That's awesome. Yeah. It's funny. Like whenever you all tell me about your love life and stuff like that, or, your crushes and your dating and stuff like that, I feel you. Like I feel Isaiah. I feel that kind of like that. How do I say it? Like the butterflies or the anxiety, or that emotion where your heart feels like it's like aching, and you're just like, I don't know. Yeah, I remember how it feels like. So I'm super happy for you, and I hope things continue to get better. Sarah says, by the way, my best friend pulled out a knife on my boyfriend. Oh my goodness, that is indeed scary. Yeah. What do y'all? I'm curious. This might be a big question. My question to you is like, what do you think? What do you all think is a solution to improving these challenges that we go through? Like, you could either answer this very specifically to your challenge, or you could answer it in general. Like, as we can see, many of us, like, we all have challenges, right? Sarah, you're going through your own thing. Justin, you're going through your own thing. I'm going through my own thing. Isaac, you're going through your own thing. A lot of you are going through your own things. By the way, real quick, Merx and Sienna de la Cruz, hello. Sorry, I don't know how I missed your comments, but welcome to the live stream. Let's see. And like my question again is like, what do you think? How do we get past these challenges that we have? Like we all have them, and sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it feels like these challenges are kind of stuck. Like we don't know what to do. So how do we get past them? How does one get past them? Yeah. Sarah says, I think just focus on something you love, or focus on loving yourself. Good ideas. Yeah. Life is fascinating. That's what I gotta say. Like, I don't know. There's just so much. I'm just thinking like, I think for myself, I've been in my own little, I almost want to call it like my dreamland, where I feel very at peace in my life, and everything feels very nice. And one thing is like, I don't focus on all the chaos that's everything else that's going around in the world. Like you turn on the news, if you ever watch news, and you hear about a bunch of shootings and robberies and hit and runs and fires and like all these things that are happening around. But like for me, it's, I don't know, for better or worse. It's what I do. It's like I don't. It's almost like I tune these things out, because I don't know. For me, it's like I understand that there's a lot of things going on in the world, and there's a lot of things that are not in my control, if that makes sense. So Yeah, I guess in a way it's like either you choose to do something about them or you just, try not to focus on that negativity and all the problems and make them your problems. Uh, yeah, yeah. This is getting me thinking. Like how should we think about life? Should we focus on trying to be happy for ourselves, or should we try to focus on solving all the world's problems, or what should we do? Yeah, yeah. Because like for example, like I know a lot of you are going through things, and um, even though you're going through a lot of things, I myself I try to stay, I don't know, I guess positive, in my own life. Um, yeah, and I think it's good. I think it's good to stay positive. I think it's good to focus. Not let like I care about all of you, and I hear your challenges, and I'm here with you. But one thing that I try to do, I think it's important to keep ourselves positive and uh, continue to keep ourselves positive so other people can also, I don't know, I guess in a way like feed off that energy. That's not the exact words I want to use, but like to create that more positive space and to give that positivity when you hang out with people. So that's something that I don't know. I guess that's the state I'm in right now. But I mean, there's also a lot of pros to uh, feeling what other people are feeling, empathizing, and feeling their emotions. Yeah. Sarah says, so I got to see him tomorrow and apologize for her. Uh, Sarah, I'm going to leave that up to you. I mean, it's not like you did anything wrong, but I mean, you did say apologize for her. I think you should do what feels right to you. That's what I'm going to say. Isaiah says, I did band in sixth grade. I got on the jazz band and was one out of six sixth graders in jazz band. I had a blast in band. In leadership, I'm just the extra and I'm sometimes excluded. Huh. Uh, Isaiah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, that's cool that you're one out of six sixth graders. That's awesome, and I'm glad you had fun. Hmm. I'm thinking about that second half of the statement, which is you felt excluded in leadership, and I'm just like, how do we how do we be included? And I guess the other question is like, do you want to be included? And is it worth your time to try to be included into something? Uh, yeah. Knuckle says you push forward. One, going through challenges, you push forward, believe in yourself, and don't let anything get you down. I like that. I agree with that. Isaiah, he's addressing the question that I asked earlier regarding what do we do when we face challenges in our lives? Like how do we deal with them? We all face these huge challenges that we go through. How do you move forward from that? So yeah, that's what Knuckles was answering. Justin says, if anyone wants to see my friend's memor memoriam page, click here. What? This stream probably does block links. I mean, you could add spaces in the link if you want. Yeah. Or you could try copying pasting it, and then I'll I don't know if I could unhide comments. You can try. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I'll see it. Let's see. Yeah, but I have a feeling it will block. But I think I can unblock it from my side. Sarah says, you are also amazing, as are you. I want to hug each and every one of you. It's so easy to get caught up in the wrong things. But with love and support, you can. No, you will make it through all this. Well said, Sarah. Sarah says, I got to go, but I love you all and wish you the best and beyond. Sarah, thank you so much, as always. I appreciate the love and support. And same goes to you, Sarah. Okay. Knuckles says, off topic, I had my social studies test today, and I feel like I did pretty good. I'm great to hear, Knuckles. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. So, yeah, let me know if there's anything else in particular you want to talk about. I may end this live stream a little bit earlier today. Yeah, just keeping my life moving. Yeah, but I mean, if there's anything you want to talk about, I'm here. So feel free to talk about anything that you want to. I'm not here to drag on conversations longer than it needs to be, but I'm here to kind of support and just I guess in a way just create space for conversations and yeah. Justin says, I don't think the link is coming through. If someone is able to see it, tell me. Justin, if anyone is able to see any kind of anything about the link, it would probably be me since, I have whatever admin privileges and stuff. So far, I do not see the link. Yeah. Yeah. You could probably send the link and again, just add spaces in between, like the URL, HTTP, www, whatever, and .com and stuff. I'm pretty sure that will work. It is September 24th today. Wow. I don't know. I feel like that's funny. I'll finish my thought. I feel like the year's going by pretty quick. It's almost October. And I mean, I already said this a few live streams ago, but like, I don't know, it's weird. It's October next month, and then November, and then December. We just gotta make the most of life. Is really, yeah. I'm just thinking out loud. It's like I am 29 years old. That's literally how old I am right now, and yeah, every single day it just another day passes. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like another day passes, and we get to choose, how we want to live each and every single day. Do we want to let our days pass by, and just do, I don't know, just do what we're doing, or do we want to do something different? Do we want to make each day, I don't know, maybe matter a little bit more? And if we want to make it matter more, how can we do that? And what does that look like? So things that Richard always thinks about. Knuckles says, let's talk about life. This is me talking about life. By the way, this is what I do. When I hang out with people, I like to talk about life. Just like this. Isaiah says, I want to be included in leadership. I'll talk to Miss Sela about how I feel tomorrow. Awesome, Isaiah. Good stuff. And Shot Gaming, I don't know if I said hi, but hello. Isaac, I don't know what that is, but I've never heard of him, but I will listen to him.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna assume that you can't hear this. I hear a lot of expletives in here. Let's see. Isaiah says, Mrs. Sela put me in the committee that was my last choice on the committee survey, and I got pissed off. Isaac, I was just listening to the walk briefly. Yeah. Justin says, I don't know what I really want with my life. I hope to fully find that one day. Yeah. Yeah. And Justin, I think that's very common. And I don't know. For me, so I've hosted a good amount of workshops at a lot of different schools. And I remember I went to one school where I was hanging out with the classroom, and I literally just asked everyone, like, this class that I went to, they were very, very talkative. It was during summer, and they just, it was kind of like a summer bridge program where they didn't really want to be there. So I got it. And I just want to, I completely scrapped the whole lesson plan that I have planned. And I'm just like, let's just chat. What do y'all want to do? What do y'all want to do with your life? Like, let's just talk about it. And what I found is like, a small percentage of people kind of have an idea what they want to do. They want to become a doctor or they want to become a lawyer or like whatever it is that they want to do. And then a good mass majority don't really know what they want to do. And as I was sitting teaching that class, what I realized, like literally in that room, I could already tell, not 100%, but I could already tell who is more likely to be successful versus who is less likely to be successful and fulfill their dreams. How can I tell? Because people, I realized the main difference between people who are successful and get what they want versus people who don't know, or like whatever, they don't get what they want, is essentially it's effort. It's taking the time to try to figure it out. Okay. A lot of people in that class that I was teaching, how do I know that, I don't want to be a downer, but like, and I'm not saying that they're not going to be successful. It's just like, how do I know they're less likely to be successful? Is that when I ask them questions about like, hey, what do you want to do in the future? They're like, I don't know, and then it's not just, I don't know. It's, I don't know. And I don't really want to figure it out. Or like, it's too much work for me to figure it out. So I'd rather, let's do something else. While those who I think will be successful are the ones like, I don't know, but I think I want to try this, or, maybe this. So my point is, whatever it is you want to do with your life, and if you want to find that, in this case, Justin, you get to be, I guess, committed. You get to be committed in the pursuit of trying to find that thing. Okay. It's not about knowing what you want to do. It's about trying and pushing yourself to figure out what that is. Like, that's literally what it is. And one thing is like, wherever I go speak, or even like on here, it is my goal for anyone who stays here long enough, especially, it is my goal that every single person on this live stream right now, you are all pursuing that passion. You're all pursuing that thing that you want to do versus just existing, just doing what's easy and comfortable and maybe not as fulfilling, because you all have potential. You generally have potential. And please, I mean, you're literally investing your time to be here very often, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, possibly 3 times a week for many of you here. So, I don't know, I guess, I mean, I think if you're on this live stream, you're on the right track. I mean, not because you're on here, but like the fact that you're willing to be here tells me that you're wanting to grow and improve yourself in some ways. So, yeah, keep moving forward, keep trying to find whatever that passion is. Like, you're going to find it. And I look forward to the day, 10 years from now, when we have some sort of little reunion and we're all hanging out. And they're like, oh my goodness, Richard, I finally pursued that career in becoming a blank, yeah, that's a cool moment right there. Shaw says, Richard, are you ever coming back to Westboro for another assembly? Westboro. Usually what happens is, am I ever going to come back? I have a feeling I'll eventually come back, but probably not while you're there. So usually with speakers, what they do is they rotate speakers every 3 years. And yeah, I don't know how Westboro's going to do it, but I have a feeling it's going to be every 3 years. So if I come back, it'll be in like 3 years. Yeah, because they don't want the students hearing the same speaker twice. Like, to them, that's like, that doesn't really make sense for them. They want a new message every single time. So, yes. Ethan, good to see you on. Welcome. Knuckles, thanks for the song recommendation of What Is My Life. Ethan says, you know what? The cross in ourselves. What? We suffer with major issues. We feel dirty. That's why we have the cross. That's why my issue is family. That's why the cross is a gift from God. I'm thankful. Right on, Ethan. Mark. Hey, Richard, I have a live question. Do you mind hearing me out? Mark, go for it. We're all ears. Welcome to the live stream, too. Isaiah says, Marco, Richard said that you should beg the principal to bring him back. I definitely did not say that. But I would be honored to come back to Westboro. Yeah, Westboro's pretty awesome. I had a really good time. Seriously, y'all are amazing. Justin says, I don't know what my passion really is. I love wrestling when I was 3 to 9. Now I don't really. I thought I was going to pursue that. And that's okay. You know, I thought I was going to pursue being a professional baseball player when I was younger too. Did that happen? No. Am I interested in doing that? It'd be cool, but no, not really. You know, like I barely even watch baseball anymore. Not to say that, you know, it's not cool or whatever. Just, you know, our passion's going to change. That's funny. I was just thinking about Kobe Bryant. You know, Kobe Bryant, everyone knows Kobe Bryant because he played basketball. What is he doing now? He's retired. Is he done? No, Kobe Bryant isn't done. He's continuing to do whatever he's doing. I know he started up a podcast. You know, he's creating conversations. He's doing a lot of different things. So just because one of your passions or whatever that you think is your passion dies, it doesn't mean that that's the end of the world. You know, there's always more. So we always get to continue searching for what fulfills us, what fuels us. For me as a speaker, you know, speaking is awesome. And I'm so grateful that I found something that fills me up. And guess what? I'm also at the same time trying to figure out what else fills me up besides speaking. How do I make my life even better? How do I got this awesome passion. I'm focusing on it. I got YouTube. We do like these live streams, which is awesome. Let's see. And yeah, like I'm always thinking, what else can we do? Justin says, because the wrestling business has changed in a bad way. Yeah, I don't know too much about that, but I do know that, man, wrestling's been around for a while. Shot gaming. You know what's funny? Shot. Yeah, I'll show that. What first of all, oftentimes, anytime you use the word subscribe or something like that, YouTube tends to automatically filter the comments. One thing I find really very silly is during the live streams from on my side, probably your side as well. One thing is I can't click on there is no option to click on your profile. So I can't actually see. Oh, I see you. Lil Cloud. Nice. I'm watching Road to 30 subs right there. Boom, done. Done. When was this? This was recorded 2 days ago. Congrats. I think I'm number 30 right there. Congrats, Shot Gaming. Congrats. All right. Mark says, right now I'm a senior in high school. I've spent my time in high school doing academics, but now that I look back, I can say that my youth has been wasted. Now that I'm going to graduate soon, I'm pretty depressed that I'm going to lose my youth without even experiencing it. That scares me. Let's see. Okay. Is there anything else? Or is that like the end of the kind of question? I mean, I could already answer this. All right. So Mark, you feel like you're graduating, you're a senior in high school, you're about to graduate, you feel like you've wasted your youth, you feel sad about that you can't take that time back. This is all true. And guess what, Mark? There's several things that we can do here. We could either keep dwelling on the past or we can move forward, whatever time has passed, you're right. That time is gone. That's true. I know that sounds really sad and depressing, but we can't control that. What we can control is the future. The good news is, Mark, you are still super young. Like, you are probably 18 or younger. You got a lot of time, man. I'm 29 years old and I'm still young. Okay. Now, sure, time has passed. But guess what? You're graduating. Maybe you're going to college, or maybe not. I don't know your path, but you got plenty of time. Okay, so make these upcoming years count. I remember when I was, how old was I? I think I was 22 or 23 years old. I made the sign. You know, maybe I'll find it. It might actually be right here. I'm actually going to look for it. I wonder. I think it's here. I think I'll find. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. I made this sign. Okay. I'm surprised. Like literally, this sign was posted on my old room when I lived up in Los Angeles. And this is the sign that I made when I was like 22. This is the sign I made like 7 years ago. And it says, "I refuse to waste my youth." Number 1, know the game plan. Number 2, take action. Number 3, carpe diem, or seize the day. Okay. So I was like just really focused. I was just like, you know what? I'm young. I don't want to waste my youth. Like I just want to, be aggressive, do what I got to do, everything like that. And yeah, I mean, I posted this sign. I literally posted this everywhere in my room. Like it was on all 4. I printed the sign at least like, I don't know, 5-6 times. It'll just post it everywhere, on my mirrors, everything. So anytime I forgot, I would just look up and remember that. So yeah, so that's cool. So yeah, going back to you, you're still young, Mark. You got plenty of time. Just look forward and start planning how. Like, what do you want to do? You can think about what are the things that you wish you did, and think about, can you do some of those things still? I get it. There's things that I wish I did when I was younger too, and it's okay. Like I don't really dwell on that stuff anymore. Yeah, I focus on the future. You got plenty of time. Make it count. You're young. Do it. Let's see here. Alrighty. Justin says, I wanted to do video games because I love them, but when I was young, but when I was 13, I found out that it's not for me. Awesome. Cool. Just keep moving forward. Keep finding it. It's okay. That's part of the journey. You keep innovating. You keep searching, and guess what? The more times you fail, the closer you are to finding your true passion. That's what it is. It's trial and error. Not everyone finds what they're passionate about on the first try, and sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a lot of failing to figure it out. Trial and error, experimenting, exploration. Ethan says, God will finish it. He started it. He will not let us down. Okay, awesome. Ethan, that's cool. I'm gonna leave your thoughts, more religious thoughts there. Yeah. But that's cool. I respect your thoughts. I respect it, and thank you for sharing. All right. Justin says, the wrestling business, they change it to PG. It's not that fun in general to watch anymore. There is no more long-term storylines, and there is no more characters. Interesting. Shotgun says, thanks a lot. This means so much to reach my goal. You're welcome, man. Congrats. Justin, that's funny. I remember like WWE back in the day, or not even WWE, it was WWF. And then they changed it to WWE. Yeah, that stuff was nuts back in the day. I mean, I didn't get super into it, but my friends got into it. And I mean, people would set up like wrestling rings and stuff like that. It was pretty intense. Shot says, I don't know, to be honest, Isaiah. Oh, gotcha. Naruto, or Ethan, thank you for your comments about God. I am not going to say them out loud because not everyone believes in God. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Yeah, but you're freedom of speech. You're free to share. But yeah, I just want to let you know that I see your comments, but I will not read them out loud because people have different beliefs here. So some people believe in God, others don't. Yeah. Shah says, I'll be back, Richard. I'm going to go outside real quick. I'll be back on live stream later. Awesome. Enjoy. I don't know. I don't know how long we're going to be here for. Wait, what? Well, hmm. Yeah. Well, what is it? Yeah, I don't know, Ethan. Ethan, I'm like, I'm not, I definitely not trying to get into any kind of arguments of any kind, but like, I mean, if you're talking about God, that to me is religious. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's spiritual. I don't know, but a belief in God. Not everyone believes in God. Yeah. So yes, but I respect your thoughts. If that makes sense. Justin says they had like 10 to 15 million people watching back then. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Anxiety, good to see you on. Hello, you're sick. Well, I do hope you feel better. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So I think that's I don't know. I know Anxiety just hopped on. But I mean, let me know if you have any other comments. I'm probably gonna end the live stream pretty soon. So if you have any final thoughts, questions, feel free to drop it in below. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. So yeah. Anxiety says miss school, sick plus anxiety equals bad. Yeah. I do hope you feel better. Okay. All right. Ethan, I think I hear what you're saying. I think we're getting very specific. This isn't about, is God a religion or whatever. It's really about just respecting. Yeah, for me, it's just respecting that not everyone believes in God, if that makes sense, especially with a capital G. Yeah. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not even sharing my own personal beliefs right now. It's just I'm just being respectful for everyone else, which is why I'm not going to like read comments that I don't know how to say this. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just being mindful of other people. That's all I'm saying. Brandon Lee. Who? Brandon Lee. This. Wait, who? Which Brandon Lee is this? I did not hear about this. Wait. Oh. Yeah, I didn't hear about this. Interesting. I see a lot of. I mean, I'm Google searching it. Knuckles. It's awesome that you're starting your own live stream. Let's see. I might check it out for a little bit. Isaiah says, Ethan, I hear you. Thank you for understanding. Isaiah says, I agree with you. Gotcha, Ethan. I'm reading your comments. Zach, good to see you on. Justin, I did not know that Bruce Lee's son passed away. You are a great preacher. Who's this? Oh, gotcha. Ethan says, I'm not a preacher. I don't know if that's what my path is to be, but I will always do his plan. Anxiety says, I feel like starting a random live stream now. Sweet. Do it. Just to meet Richard. Tara L says, hey, what's up? Just tune in. Welcome. And we are going to sign off pretty soon. Just FYI. Shot says, I'm back, Richard, again. Thanks for being my 30th subscriber. Is it cool if I can shout you out, dude? You definitely, yes, it's cool. You definitely don't need permission to shout someone out. Yeah, go for it, man. Isaiah says, I mean, you would be a great preacher. Gotcha. Justin says he was filming a movie, The Crow. They brought on what the movie producers thought was a prop gun, but it was actually a real gun, and one of the actors actually shot him. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. That's well, come on, that's so sad. Yeah. Parl, your comment got filtered by YouTube automatically, but thank you for the compliment. And yeah, easy with the swear words too. Yeah, try to keep it clean in here. For all the young folks, the babies. Justin says people believe the Russian mafia was behind it. Interesting. It's cool. You're good, Parl. You're all good. All right, peoples. Thanks for being on here tonight. Yeah, I mean, we've been here for an hour, so it's pretty good. I'm going to call it a night, and I will see you on Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday 8 p.m. same time. Monday, Wednesday. For those of you who are new to the stream, we do live streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just like this, where I usually sit in the same chair every single 8 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we just talk about life and whatever things that you're going through, and it's a life chat. How do we improve our lives? Stuff like that. All right, Ethan, go for it. I'm waiting. Waiting for you, man. Yes, I see you. Just write it in the chat. Gana para el. Knuckles is live. Y'all can check out Knuckles live stream after this. I'll tune in for just a couple minutes. I'm getting a little tired though, so won't be on there too long. Chill live stream at 8:55 p.m. Warning, zombies inside. Are you a zombie? Yo, Ethan, what's up? You must comment now. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to write a comment. I'm waiting. I'll just chill here. Oh, I see you. Okay, there you go. I didn't tell you my dad was abusing me for real, and my whole family adapted to him. So I'm keeping this family alive, and it hurts. So that's why God's been moving a lot. So that's why I said all it. So I love you, Richard, for helping me at the beginning. Ethan, thank you for sharing. And yeah. And I don't know. I guess I don't think you need to hear this, but this is more for me. Please forgive me for not looking deeper into your comments, Ethan. And I wish I looked deeper into it so I understood what you were saying about God. Yeah. Sorry, it was hard for me to address it out loud. I thought it was more religious, and I see what you mean by it's more how your relationship with, I'm gonna say, your God kind of saved you from your situation is what I'm hearing you say. Yeah. All right, anxiety. Let's see. I will join both your live streams right now, or very briefly, if I can find it. Oh, there you are. Although I don't see any live streams on right now. Alrighty. And Ethan, you're most welcome. And all I do is I just wish the best for everyone here. I wish I wish you the best, and I know that you're going through a pretty challenging time, and I hope that everything does get better. Yeah. All right, peoples. Knuckles and Anxiety, I'm gonna look out for your live stream. Hopefully, I don't see either. I mean, I'm on your channels right now, but I don't see either of you having a live stream on. Oh, I see Knuckles is on right now. All right, cool. I'll come hang out with y'all on your live streams. All right. All right, I'm closing off this live stream right now. All right. I hear you, Knuckles. I'm on your live stream. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.